Co. I am so excited about this project. It's so fun. It's a really fun game that makes you money.
A fun game that earns you money. How much did you guys make from CryptoZoo?
I lost around $50,000 in CryptoZoo.
I lost $40,000.
I lost around $15,000 US dollars.
I lost $25,000.
$120,000.
Not gonna lie, these guys all look like they'd be the type of dudes that lose this money in cryptocurrency. Did they learn their lesson? Or are they still evangelists? Are they still maximalists? Are they still fucking advocating for crypto? Have they moved on to the next grift? That's a question I want to know.
$500,000 Australian, which is $500,000 in CryptoZoo.
Shut up! No, you haven't.
Yeah, 500K.
Oh, no. Today, we're investigating Logan Paul's CryptoZoo, a blockchain game that made millions but never worked. Some of you guys think you know the story, but it goes so much deeper. I've uncovered sociopaths, billionaires, fake orphans. Did I mention fake orphans? And of course, at the center of it, we have Logan Paul himself, who has abandoned this thing, leaving thousands of fake orphans in his wake.
I can't unsee the Logan Paul impersonator that is like all over my goddamn feed now as a consequence of fucking Jeff propping him up every time I see Logan Paul now. You guys know what I'm talking about? There's a Logan Paul impersonator guy who looks exactly like him. He's just like kind of Logan Paul but skinny.
Wait a second. Thousands of victims in his wake. Now, you'll be hearing from some of those people because their stories are heartbreaking. This is the first in a 3-part series that's been a year in the making. And if you like high-effort investigations like this one, please consider supporting this channel on Patreon. I don't take sponsors. We are viewer-supported. So if you want to and are able to, thank you. Either way, enjoy the video.
For the last 6 months, I've been working on my own NFT project. We have a massive team behind it and are probably out of pocket like $1 million just because we believe it's going to work. September 1st, CryptoZoo.co.
We don't scam. I've never scammed anyone before. Logan cares extremely deeply about his audience, loves his brand, doesn't have to scam to make money.
Yeah, no, that's true, which is precisely why this is like worse. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have to scam his audience. He's already like a multimillionaire. This is the exact opposite of what Logan Paul has done with respect to his like WWE career, okay? On the one hand, you got a guy who actually is like putting his money where his mouth is, working out really fucking hard, like doing everything the right way, and you see it like it shows, okay? His performance in the arena was objectively good. Everybody liked it. And then also on the other hand, he has this shit, which is in the exact opposite side where he's like, yeah, I'm just going to scam people a little bit.
Welcome to part 1, the $1 million mystery that began this whole story. Like many people, I first heard about CryptoZoo from a podcast Logan runs called Impulsive, which was the experience of a lot of people that I spoke to.
So I first heard about it on the Logan Paul podcast.
Impulsive, I think.
It was off one of the Impulsive episodes.
The thing that I'm most excited for, and this is the first time I've ever said anything about this, for the last 6 months, I've been working on my own NFT project. I think there needs to be a fresh take, and this project that I have is that fresh take.
Now look, at first, I was just as surprised at this pitch as anyone else because I just got finished roasting Logan for a different coin called Dink Doink, which his fans lost money on.
I'm a Dink Doink fan. Dumbest shit I ever seen, that's why I'm all in.
It's comedic, it's fun, it's comedy.
Now look, I know Logan and his friends tried to make it look like Dink Doink was all about the memes, but it turns out they secretly were tied to the project, and Logan created the Dink Doink character himself and subsequently abandoned that project. So if you invested in it, you got blasted, and Logan rightfully took a lot of heat for Dink Doink, which is why I was surprised when he seemingly immediately jumped into another crypto project. But Logan insisted CryptoZoo?
Well, I mean, that's kind of the reason, right? Like, he did Dink Doink, nothing happened, so he was like, why don't I just do this again?
It was different. It wasn't his friend's project this time, it was his. And it wasn't even a project at all. It was a game.
Yeah, he saw how much money his friend probably made from Dink Doink and was like, oh, fuck, like, oh, shit, like, I could have made way more money if I did it myself. I should be the one making the rug and then pulling it rather than just pulling the rug, you know?
Game that could earn you money.
I'm excited to launch my game.
You keep using and you just did it again. You keep using a word there. Game. You're not using like a project. It's a game.
It's a game. It's a really fun game that makes you money.
Now you might be wondering, how's it possible to earn money from a game? Well,
is there something you can specifically point to that allows all these scams to exist without legal ramifications? Yes, it's called cryptocurrency and a lack of regulation. It's literally securities fraud that you can very easily commit because these are unprotected. This is just unprotected securities. It's just not regulated.
Let me try to break it down for you. This is how it was supposed to work. You started by buying this crypto token called Zoo, which is their in-game currency, and you use Zoo coins to then buy egg NFTs.
What should Congress do to government do to regulate it? Make it not exist. That's it.
Which you can then hatch to become animals. You then can breed those two animals to become hybrid animals. For example, if you breed a gorilla and a kitten, you get a gore kitty. And the more rare the NFT, the higher the daily yield of Zoo tokens that animal earns you every day. Theoretically, it works almost like passive income. You can then burn your animal NFTs to release the Zoo they earned back to you, and from there you can invest it into eggs or just cash out. Now, some of you of the Egyptian persuasion might notice some triangular qualities to this game description. But let's not be too quick to judge.
Like everything in the crypto field is just like trying to find a new spin on like super old school pyramid schemes. Like, how can we take the pyramid scheme model and like make you not think it's a pyramid scheme, even though you're probably willing and able to get fucked? Like, you don't give a shit. You want to get fucked because ultimately many people that are inside of multi-level marketing schemes or pyramid schemes kind of deep down understand that it's a pyramid scheme, and yet they are so hyper focused on the fact that like maybe they'll be able to get other people to be the bag holders underneath them that they don't recognize that they are the ones who are being fucked.
Because remember, there are a lot of NFT games built on this model. It's called play to earn. Now, Logan admits that there are other games like his, but what's going to really make his stand out is that other games have randomly generated assets. His game has handmade art.
It's quick to make a digital asset with, unique, randomly generated characteristics. We handmade art for the past 6 months, bro. Approval, very specific notes, 10 different artists making art for our project.
Now, I'll admit, this all sounds very enticing. Handmade art, a fun game that can earn you money, and one of the biggest influencers in the world backing it. You might think, how can I lose? Which is why when people were told all you had to do to play was buy an egg, people spent millions. Just on the first launch between ETH and Zoo, people bought $2.5 million worth of eggs in the first.
Bro, what the fuck? That's like literally almost as much as Trump made from his fucking NFT scheme. That's crazy. Trump, I think, made like $4.5 million in the first day, by the way. Just understand how fucking stupid people are. Yeah, that's right. Trump sold NFTs, the $100 NFTs, and I believe the first day he made $4.5 million.
The weather outside is frightful.
Yeah, people bought those cards now.
Is so delightful.
Ooh, yeah.
Day. And did I mention the game hadn't even been launched yet? All people were buying was the marketing and the promises. And it wasn't just the NFTs they bought either. The Zoo token also skyrocketed in value, reaching a $2 billion market cap pre-game launch, right? The trading volume was in the tens of millions of dollars per day, which kind of is like Fortnite not coming out, but people trading tens of millions of dollars in V-Bucks every day. That's what this was like. And I know it sounds stupid to buy an influencer project, but you have to understand, people saw Logan as different.
It was Logan Paul at the end of the day. An internet personality that I actually trusted, that I actually kind of believed in.
Obviously,
it's so fucking hard for me to look at these actual victims and not go, come on, dog, you're talking about trusting Logan Paul. Like, I mean, It's a hard. All I'm saying is I know they're victims, but also they're making it really hard for me to recognize that they're victims. I still have empathy for them, but like when someone comes in and says, "Oh man, I really trusted Logan Paul," it's just like, well, dude, like you are the most imperfect victim you could possibly be. Like you are. It's like you're trying to get people to not care about your situation.
When someone so influential releases something, everyone wants to be a part of it.
I sort of believed in this false fallacy that everyone else started believing that.
If you'd release an NFT, your tribe would buy 100% of Hassan. Yeah, that's why I don't do it. Because I don't want to fuck my community, okay? Yeah, no, I know. No shit, dog. Yes, I could probably sell a bunch of bullshit, okay? I'm sure plenty of people would not buy it, luckily, because I've been yelling at them about not buying any NFTs. But there would still be some people that would go out and do it, which is why I recognize the responsibility I have to not fucking sell you bullshit and only sell you the top of the hour ad break. Because at the top of the hour, there is a 3-minute ad break. Now, if you no longer want to see those ads, it's pretty simple. You don't have to fucking subscribe, but if you don't want to see those ads, well, that's the easiest method. For $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime, okay, you can subscribe for free with the Twitch Prime. You will no longer see the ads at the top of the hour. You won't see the 1-minute ad break that comes as a secret in the middle of the hour, and you won't see the top of the hour 3-minute ad breaks. You can also get gifted a sub. Booyah! 69 just gifted 5 gifted subs. King Ghidorah gifted 10 gifted subs. That's 15 people that will no longer see the ads. If you're lucky, you could be one of those people too. Here's the 3-minute ad break now, though. They trusted that Logan Paul could attract a big enough pool of suckers for them to cash out on, totally unsympathetic victims. Yeah, I think so.
Logan Paul's a changed man.
I thought it was a safe place having a guy like that identified, like Logan Paul being the head of the project.
They had seen this story he had been telling everyone that he was this reformed influencer, right? That he was no longer a reckless clout goblin just in it for the money. They thought this time it's different. Logan Paul couldn't possibly scam us, right? But as the game got closer to release, the CryptoZoo team started releasing the first ever photos of these animals. And come to find out, this handmade art story wasn't really true. It was actually Adobe stock photos mashed together. This was the sort of first red flag of this project. And I made a video about it at the time, but it was kind of surface level, and something didn't add up beneath the surface. Something where I just couldn't shut this case down in my head. It was actually part of the announcement video that something they said. See if you can spot it.
We have a massive team behind it and are probably out of pocket like $1 million just because we believe it's going to work.
On development.
Yeah.
That's the line that started this whole mystery. We spent $1 million on development. I couldn't get this out of my head. You know, is he lying? There's no way he expects people to believe he spent it on art. So wait, maybe he spent it on blockchain stuff, right? That's what I thought. But then I audited the smart contract, and it's not handmade at all. It's not even original. It's what's called a fork, a copy of some other code that exists out there. One of them is called Floki Shib X, which launched before it. So where'd this $1 million go? I didn't understand. And
I think he just lied, right? Like he just didn't.
Logan just kept repeating this claim.
We've put hundreds of thousands of dollars in it. Personally, the whole team, $1 million plus.
Now, at the time I'm looking into this, there's a teaser going around for Hatch Day, which is the day you can hatch your egg NFTs. And it kind of symbolized the true launch of CryptoZoo. So I thought, maybe this is it. Maybe this is where they spent all the money on their game. Even their community manager, Ben Roth, promised people, after Hatch Day, things will take a turn for the 180. So I put Ben Roth on the board too. I needed to know all the characters in CryptoZoo. And I waited. And finally, on November 3rd, 2021, Ben Roth turned out to be right. Things did take a turn on Hatch Day, only for the worse. Let's meet one of the victims, Helicopter Bob, to explain more.
My name is Rob. Helicopter Bob lost just under $7,000 with CryptoZoo.
And the first thing I asked Bob was about his animals. If he was making money with CryptoZoo, how much he made, and if the passive yield worked.
Oh, it never did from the beginning. It wasn't even written into the contract where it showed that you could that you were actually yielding zoo, but there was nothing that was actually, backing that up. There was no way to claim your yield. There never was.
Wait. Play that again. Did you hear that?
There was no way to claim your yield. There never was.
Hold on. The core mechanic of CryptoZoo, that you can make money with these stupid animals, didn't even work on launch day. And still, to this day, a year later, still does not work, is what the investors are saying. Which, this is just crazy. People spent millions of dollars on these eggs. But it even...
Guys, I mean, this is how every fucking cryptocurrency scheme works. Make it incredibly easy to purchase with American dollars, and make it incredibly hard, sometimes outright impossible, depending on what level of scam you want to fucking dial in on, to take the money out or to sell. That's crazy.
Even gets worse, because I kept talking to people and I discovered something. Because remember I told you you could buy eggs with those zoo coins? Well, apparently they also made it so you could buy them with Ethereum. And on the day of selling, about half of these purchases took place with Ethereum. Only it turns out for the people who spent ETH, not only did the yield part of it not work, did the NFTs not pay you, you also couldn't even hatch them.
So I acquired a bunch of eggs. And I actually want to play the game. I didn't acquire the eggs with the intent of keeping them. I actually wanted to hatch them and see what I got out of them and play in this ecosystem that's been advertised or whatever, right? And then I can't do anything. It's not showing up on the website when I...
It's so fucking hard for me to have sympathy when you see like a full-blown adult man, dude. I do, though. I sympathize. It feels sad. It feels sad. He just wanted to play, dude. It's fucking sad. It's sad. These guys like literally got robbed. Not at gunpoint, but at like, I don't know, at Logan Paul point, I guess. He just wanted to play adult Pokemon.
Connect my wallet, etc.